I'm Duncan. It's great to be here. She loves me already. And I tried to get Ding Dong Duncan on Instagram, and believe it or not, it was already taken. So please, subscribe. I'm on Ding Dong Duncan _official. I went to the store, No Frills, and I saw this sale on for watermelons. I thought this was absolutely fantastic because it reminded me when I was a kid. So I got this massive watermelon, the biggest one I could. You know what's really interesting about watermelons? One is they're pink inside, they're green on the outside. Did you know that? The other one is, I don't think they manufacture them in Canada, those seedless ones, because how could they actually grow another one? Yeah. But anyway, I bought it because there's an amazing thing about, I'll come to it. Yeah. I got to the counter at No Frills, and he said, "Do you have a President's Choice card?" I said, "Oh yeah, absolutely. I've got 1 million points on it." He goes, "Oh my God, that's amazing." And he started treating me like an executive customer. It was fantastic. I highly recommend it. And then after he had done this watermelon, which was fortunately by the piece because it was so big, I gave him my card, and it had 4,466 points on it. And he laughed his ass off. I said, "I'm working towards it." Yeah. Anyhow, I got this massive watermelon home, and the reason I'm talking about it is because the main thing that you can do with a watermelon is you can grease it up with butter, the outside. And you can throw it in a river, and it'll float. So when you're a kid with your sister, and you're in St. John, New Brunswick, and you're 3 rivers away from the nearest town, and the way you get to your uncle and aunt's house is after the 3rd bend and you see a rock, take a sharp left into the bush for about a mile, and you reach their place on the 3rd river. Your entertainment for the week is that watermelon. It gets thrown in the river, and you and your sister play with it. It's hard to pick up, but it floats. You can try to sit on it. There's all kinds of funny things you can do. I won't get into all the details. But I was reminded of it as well because of FIFA. Because the other, being a kid's kind of bittersweet, and I would say the sweet part of that watermelon was it eventually did get out of the water and was cut and we ate it. But the downside was that there was no running water there. And so, as a kid, you can pee in the river, not a problem. But when you want to do the number 2, you have to use an outhouse. And when you sit on that outhouse in order to take a shit, and you get bit on the backside, you know exactly where those bugs have been before they bit you. It's disgusting. Which brings me to today and FIFA. And what the hell did we spend $1 billion on to host this thing? Thousands and thousands of portable toilets. The entire skyline at the harborfront is populated by porta potties. Yeah, and these porta potties, they actually are called the jackpot. I don't know if you've noticed that. Yeah. And I wonder, what do I win if I go inside? They've got like a pot of gold there. And there's actually a leprechaun with a big hat and a buckle and the whole bit on the front. And I went in and I'm actually looking to see what I can do. And I'm thinking, maybe there's some sort of pull there. I started pulling that little thing and I started looking down and, I got a little bit of splash on my face. That's my prize. The competitor one, it's called Nature's Call. Best seat in town is their slogan. I'm wondering, what are you going to see unless you leave the door open while you're sitting on the toilet? Not much. Yeah. But I'm a little scared, I'm a little claustrophobic. And now that they have that sort of explosive diarrhea thing, I hope it doesn't get into watermelons or I'm in trouble. Thank you very much.